Hola, bienvenidos a Arte+TV Internacional, acercando el arte a la gente y la gente al arte. Comenzaremos nuestro viaje artístico en Punta Ballena, con Ariana Richards, actriz y pintora. Luego seguiremos en el Barradas Parque Hotel con Juana Guaraglia, con su muestra Mosaicos. Más adelante iremos a visitar también su taller a Punta Ballena. Terminaremos dando una recorrida por la feria artesanal, que siempre tiene grandes artistas y artesanos para mostrarnos, un clásico de Punta del Este. Bueno, disfruten. Nació en California el 11 de septiembre de 1979. Descendiente de irlandeses e italianos, esta actriz cuenta entre sus antecesores al pintor renacentista Carlos Crivelli. Debutó como actriz en 1987, pero su aparición más notable fue como Lex Murphy en Parque Jurásico. También participó en la película Temblores e Invasión del Espacio, pero se destacó también en la película Angus interpretando una adolescente bulímica. Actualmente se dedica a su pasión, la pintura, donde sobresalen sus retratos. Esta actriz ecléctica y sensible nos recibió en Punta Ballena, Uruguay. Con ustedes, Ariana Richards.
My name is Ariana Richards, and you would most likely recognize me from my acting. I've been in many movies, nearly 30 films in all, starting at about age 6. The best known was Jurassic Park, where Steven Spielberg chose me to play Lex, the young girl who experiences the incredible world of Jurassic Park and manages to survive.
We've made living biological attractions so astounding that they'll capture the imagination.
Oh no. Call away, Legs. Boy, do I hate being right all the time.
So, during the filming of Jurassic Park, I got a chance to work with some incredible people and also some amazing dinosaur models. They were so realistic, I can't even believe it. Every day that I would arrive on set, there'd be some new creature. It was just remarkable, and it made it very easy to get into character. There's a scene that's a very, very intensive moment in Jurassic Park where Joey and I, the boy who played Timmy, my brother, we are in the visitor center, and we found the buffet of food, and we're just digging in, you know, we were so hungry, and I find some green Jell-O, and I get a spoon of it, and just as I'm about to put it into my mouth, I see the silhouette of a velociraptor going by right near us on the way in, and my hand starts to shake.
Is it? It's a velociraptor. It's inside.
I actually have a funny story about this. I'll tell you briefly. There was a crew person next to me who actually had a hold of my arm, and he was shaking my hand for me. I mean, yes, I was 12, but I was quite able to shake my own arm, I thought. So I asked him politely, would it be okay if I shake my own hand? And so he said yes. After filming Jurassic Park, it was such a whirlwind experience. I mean, unforgettable in so many ways. So for me, I wanted to, memorialize it into some sort of project for myself. And so I actually painted a self-portrait, which was my first watercolor, of the very moment where I was holding the Jell-O in my hand. And it's called Raptor Vision. And so after I painted my first watercolor, Raptor Vision, to commemorate my experience of being in Jurassic Park, that was the beginning of my focusing of my artistic inspiration in painting. I love acting and painting both. But I was so immersed in the arts growing up. Honestly, my grandmother passed down all of her amazing training from the history. I'm actually related to Carlo Crivelli from the Italian Renaissance, who is a contemporary of Botticelli. So the art goes through my bloodlines in a big way. And so it was no surprise to my parents or anybody who knew me that I loved to paint. I actually received some very high honors when it comes to the art world. Even as a young person, just graduating from college, I was approached by the California Art Club, it's an art club that's very exclusive, and it's nearly 100 years old. And I was the very first young female artist that they brought into their mentoring program to be taught by the very best artists in the United States. Definitely a world dominated by male artists, and so it was quite exciting to be embraced like that. I've studied a lot in the realm of landscape painting and plein air. I've studied figurative work, painting portraits. I found I'm very good with portraits and figures, and I really enjoy that process. There are a lot of very good landscape painters out there in the world already, and I found there were not as many really good portrait artists. And especially portrait artists who can paint people out of doors with a natural sunlight. And I often get inspired by the locales that I visit. For example, near my studio in the Pacific Northwest, in Oregon, there are these dahlia fields. And it feels, when you visit them, like you've stepped back in time. It's amazing, just these acres and acres of dahlia flowers. And so I would bring a model out there and paint her amidst these flowers. And it was pretty special, the effect that I could get with the light. And talking about locations that are inspiring to me, here I am in Punta del Este. It's really incredible for an artist. Oh my gosh. The colors, the coastline that just goes on forever. And every time I look out at the water, it's a different color. And looking up at the sky and the sunsets, and the air is so clean. And it's really just food for the inspiration here. And so I'm getting excited to start painting some people in this location. And another thing that's specific to how I like to work as an artist is that I prefer a limited palette. And so, for example, I won't have dozens and dozens of colors out on my palette. I'll just choose a very few specific ones, and then I'll mix all of the colors I need right from those. I change my palette from one painting to another. And for me, it's been a really interesting journey for me, because people ask me, okay, well, what's a portrait about? And it's different than a mechanical interpretation from, say, a camera lens. It's about me as an artist having the image of the other person, who I get to know their personality, and then the image of them goes through my eyes and through my heart and then through my hands onto the canvas. And that carries my experience of them.